Today, let's take a few minutes and revisit with the Viridian RFX 1 Custom for the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. We've had the RFX 1 on our Bodyguard 2 for 6 months now. That's plenty long enough for first impressions to change and some wear and tear to set in. I'm pleased to report that after 6 months, I've had no issues with the sight losing zero or coming loose from the pistol. I haven't had to replace the battery. The sight has been on when I picked up the pistol and looked for the dot. Regular viewers know this pistol appears regularly on the channel. Beyond that, it is my carry firearm. I keep 2 magazines of practice ammo always loaded and stashed in my camera bag, so no matter what we're filming that day, I frequently also shoot at least a couple magazines through this Bodyguard 2. Point is, over these past 6 months, this pistol and RFX 1 haven't sat on a shelf collecting dust. The pistol has thousands more rounds of ammo through it, make its regular use, and has been my daily carry for many more months now. I've had no issues with the sight since mounting it on the Bodyguard 2, which is exactly what you want. The biggest known con of the RFX 1 for the Bodyguard 2 is needing to remove the sight from the pistol to replace the battery, which then means you're going to have to re-zero it. Not the end of the world, but still far from ideal. A less discussed con of sights like the RFX 1 that do auto brightness with no manual adjustment is it's possible to get out of sync with the light sensor, shall we say. For me, this is a very limited situation, but I can't speak for how common it is for others to be in, obviously. If you're in a dark room, but sighting on a target in full bright, the auto brightness will set the dot so low that you can't see it. The long and short of it is, the sensor assumes the world is at the same brightness as where it is. And why wouldn't it after all? I liken this to those days when I'm at the outdoor range and turn the manual brightness on my red dot sights up. And then the next day when I'm at the indoor range, I have to pause before shooting my first magazine and adjust that brightness down and vice versa. The big difference is with auto brightness, even with the luxury of time, you don't have manual controls to adjust things. There's no setting that, while not ideal anywhere, is at least works everywhere. While this auto brightness quirk is something to be aware of, do I think it's a showstopper? Nay. I've never seen it while shooting the pistol, only when manually setting up situations to see how the sight reacts. Obviously, again, I can't speak for everyone. Situations are situational, and Murphy's Law still exists. When it comes to the biggest pro of the RFX 1, it's hard not to keep coming back to the bump and accuracy and precision potential. The sights on the original Bodyguard 2 were a mixed bag. Some people liked them, most people hated them. So besides being a nice upgrade over the stock sights, the bump to accuracy and precision is not only nice, but better than expected. One of the unexpected outcomes of adding the RFX 1 was the effect to time, or lack of effect, shall I say. When we first received the RFX 1, I speculated with the crew that we might see a negative notable difference in time to fire. After years and years of shooting iron sights, I figured I'd lose time hunting for the dot. What we actually found was that in that time crunch under pressure situation, that a self-defense range and self-defense target, we're most likely to actually instinct shoot rather than rely on sights at all, and be that iron sights or even the dot. There ended up being no appreciable, repeatable difference in the time between the two. But interestingly enough, the groups from the Bodyguard with the RFX1 were better compared to our groups from the Bodyguard with iron sights. I think what that came down to is, in the moment, even though you're not using the sights, because you have that green dot there in your field of view, it gives your brain something to help focus your actions on. When it comes to the slow measured shots, there's no question I'm more accurate and precise when shooting the Bodyguard 2 with the micro optic compared to just iron sights. 4 shots in the face of a gel block, like 4 pips on a piece of dice, no problem. 2 shots, one on top of the other in a Kevlar vest, we got you. Save maybe my Mark III 22 pistol and my Shadow Target 2, there's probably not many other pistols I could do that with when using iron sights. When it comes to the RFX1 custom for the Bodyguard 2, after 6 months now, do I think it's perfect? No. Would I have liked to have seen it have some manual brightness controls, have it be a little lower to the slide, and have a battery I could replace without having to unmount the sight? Absolutely. But would all or even any of those things translate to better on-target results? At least for me, probably not. And that's what's important, at least in my book. And anyway, that seems like the perfect spot to end today's video. If you enjoyed today's presentation, like it, share it with your friends and family, maybe drop a comment on there. Those things are free, and it really helps the channel greatly. Fred and I really appreciate you getting this far. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice night.
Now I'm going to need all of you in the Bacon Nation to have a seat right over there.
Did I get it? Yeah. 10 yards.
I'm thankful for you. I appreciate everything you do. So stay safe, stay healthy, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the TV. And, take care of Fred and Corey when you can. You know what it is.